I think anytime somebody goes from a freshman to a sophomore, there's going to be a change. It's a combination of all those experiences of last year, just figuring out what college basketball is about, getting bigger and stronger.
Number 1, Johnny Davis!
And then the third thing, getting invited to USA Basketball with the U19s, made the team. Not that he'd ever lacked in confidence, because he's always been a guy that, has a little swagger to him. But when he came back from that, he was at another level.
Davis got through everybody. 1, 2, 3, 4 different defenders.
Confidence that I gained playing for Team USA. There was 30-something guys there, and they cut it down to 12. Once I made the team, I realized that, I belong with these guys, and I'm a lot better of a player than I give myself credit for.
Through the lane, and he throws it down.
It's been incredible to be a part of this journey with Johnny and see how much he's grown from last year to this year, but also just from practice to practice and game to game. Because obviously everyone gets to see when the bright lights are turned on and what he does during the games, but he brings that every day in practice.
His number one skill is his competitiveness. He just has an assassin's heart, and he's a great guy to play poker with, but you don't want to play against him because you can never read his face and his emotion.
Poker-faced assassin, I'm telling you, that's his nickname. Doesn't change facial expressions at all.
I can't even believe it myself that I'm playing this well. Leading this team to being one of the top teams in the nation right now.
There's a lot of good players on the floor tonight, but Johnny Davis has been the best player on the floor.
That Purdue game was special. One of the greatest performances from an individual player that I've seen and been a part of.
The edge that he has is he just doesn't give a F. Sorry, I'm not gonna cuss, but he just doesn't care. He's gonna go out there and murder you and show him why he's one of the best players in the country.
Pulls it up and knocks it down. He's got 23.
My wife and I, we were on the couch and we were just pinching ourselves is this really happening? Is this our son performing like this?
And he buries it. 33, a new career high.
My wife, what did you say I was? I was in awe of him or something? I'm not in awe of him, I'm just in awe of the way he's playing.
And Wisconsin's gonna do it. Behind 37 points from Johnny Davis.
I called my little brother Maxwell after the Purdue game because I like to FaceTime my parents to see their reactions. And, my little brother, he kind of just had that little grin on his face. And I was like, yeah, I just did that.
He's just very introverted. I mean, he wants to keep everything inside of him and just show people what he can do and not talk about it. I told him, that's okay, because your dad will talk about it for you. I don't want him to feel satisfied because he's come such a long way. And right now, his turn is coming.
You feel are you the best player to guard him?
Oh yeah, I know all of his moves. I've been guarding him since we were 5.
I think being twins, you're playing against each other every day. I remember when my parents first built our backyard court, me and my brother would just race home every day to play each other one-on-one. And back then we didn't realize it, but we were actually making each other a lot better.
They hated to defend each other, but it was who else is gonna guard you? It was a battle. I mean, they would really go at each other to the point where we had to separate them. They would almost fight each other. And it's just that, they didn't want to give an inch to one or the other.
On the programs, you guys are listed at different heights, but who is actually taller?
Thank you. Him by this much. Beating Johnny on the court, it gets him going and gets me going, and it just brings out the best of us. And I want to guard him because obviously he's one of the best players, and I take pride in that.
Who would dunk first? It was me.
No, it wasn't.
In 8th grade?
No, I was dunking in 8th grade before I got hurt. Yes.
Who dunking now? All right, then. That's what I thought.
He dunked in the game before me, but if we're talking our first dunk ever, me.
Back then in high school, his specialty was defense. He would guard me every one of our practices, and his mentality was, I'm gonna shut him down. I'm tired of him thinking he can do all this and all that. Being twins, you want to be better than the other one, but at the same time, you still want to see them succeed.
Now here's Jordan from Johnny. It's good. Jordan Davis brought to you by Johnny.
That's always been a dream of ours, to make it to college and maybe hopefully the NBA, because he's well on his way there, but I'm still like working on that too.
While I'm out there playing more than he is, he would want me to be as successful as I can be. He tells me every game, don't force it. Don't try to be the player that everybody's talking about, player of the year.
We just have this bond that's like unbreakable. And like, if I'm doing bad, he's gonna pick me up. If he's doing bad, I'm gonna pick him up. I don't see anyone else on this earth that's like I'm closer with.
I'm really thankful for him. He's obviously my #1 supporter. And just him being with me every step of the way, that's what really helped me become the player that I am.
You guys got something going on too? Oh, we're good? All right. Oh, appreciate it.